we know.
Oh no.
He's rolling to sleep.
That's how it feels. So,
You best be careful. She'll probably put this roach and take you out.
yeah.
That's what my mom used to say.
Sometimes you play this like a off day.
She'd be like, I brought you into this world.
I go bum 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 bum. Really?
So yeah, sometimes it feels like
Yeah.
so just like
Is the articulation, like I think the most
Yeah,
connected
just make sure
articulation
that
out of all of us,
Okay.
is that good or bad? Because like,
You know, actually,
it's very like, Patrick, can you play the beginning? Can you, this is how I play my solo.
yeah, so you're not clipping it near.
I'm not clipping
You
it.
might be able to get away with not clipping it as much.
I was
Honestly,
clipping it so much because of O'Brien. So.
I don't think you need to follow.
It's kind of like what happens in band class. We justify to this side.
I don't think it's that. I still the first 2 minutes.
I'm not gonna super it, but I'm gonna.
I think you're just leaving this note.
Oh.
Either way, we're fine.
Either way, we're fine. I mean, it's by himself.
It's just super nitpicky. It's
Yeah.
just, it can be hard to
To be real Quartet, so it's a little more basic. I didn't know when you were starting, so I just...
be real, so just hack your camera.
Yeah. It's remote into my phone. I just saw that.
Nice. Alright, so order is a decent Baba, Tokyo.
Sight reading? No.
Yeah, we can say we took doing. Yeah.
Of course.
No, it's just.
So the max is we're doing
Yeah.
Tokyo. No.
Sight reading July.
We could do July.
We actually could.
That was fun.
Or like a Perea.
No.
I have Sweet Melody. We have Folk Dance.
Oh, we don't have all the big bands yet still. We're still missing some. Yeah, we really need to find those.
What did you want to say?
Can we get rolling?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we can get rolling. So everybody that's here from the Sherando Band Department, please give a warm welcome to the Perea Quartet. So just based on a question or two that I got a second ago, these are all students that are part of the Saxophone studio at Shenandoah University. You come from probably various high schools, and you're either studying performance or education, or maybe jazz studies. Or composition, yeah. So various music majors within the Shenandoah Conservatory. So I'll stop talking and I'll let them introduce themselves individually.
I'm Tim.
A few of you might know you.
Yeah.
I'm Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
From where?
Oh, well,
What
I'm from
major?
Westminster, Maryland, and yeah, I'm a sophomore. So
What
I'm a
major?
performance major.
Nice.
I'm a senior plus music ed major from Newport News.
I am Dominic Jackson, or just Dom. I am from Stafford, Virginia. I went to Colonial Forge High School. I'm a senior. I'm a performance major. I'm almost 21.
Alright.
I want a dog. I don't have a dog yet, though.
Me too.
My name's Cliff Hernandez. I'm a music composition major. I'm a freshman, and I'm from Manassas. I went to Colby High School.
I want to introduce our first piece. That's going to be the Fusion for Saxophone Quartet by Gordon Goodwin. Who here knows Gordon Goodwin?
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Gordon Goodwin, for those who don't know, is...
What? Who said sadly?
Definitely in this case, like that.
Gordon Goodwin is a highly influential modern big band writer with his Gordon Goodwin's Big Fat Band. Many albums put out, very awarded albums, very awarded tracks. Amazing player as well as composer. This is a saxophone quartet that he wrote, which is kind of unusual, but he writes it in sort of a blend of classical and jazz styles. We will be playing the first movement, titled Allegro. It's the most classically inspired piece, but you'll definitely still hear some unusual things that you don't hear in a typical classical quartet. So, hope you enjoy.
The next one we are doing is a 5-movement piece called Ciudades by Guillermo Lago. He went to a bunch of different countries to find inspiration. The first movement that we are going to be playing is Montevideo, which is in Uruguay. In Montevideo, it's a tango ballad that was written, dedicated to the second capital of tango. So here is Montevideo.
Real quick before you start this, can you tell us a little bit about like where you've been these last couple of days and what it is you're prepping for and the event? I know, I just want to share it with the other folks too.
We're going to be performing at the Navy Saxophone Symposium this weekend at GMU during the College Quartet Series. And then this week, it started out as kind of like not a joke, but I suggested, my grandparents are getting old, so I suggested we go play for them in Pennsylvania. So we did that on Monday. And then I forget which one of them came up with the idea, but then we decided
I suggested that we come to my house for a bit before the symposium so we can get some good practice hours since we haven't seen each other over break. Slowly it just turned into, let's play everywhere. So we've been performing from Pennsylvania down to Stafford, and now we're doing some stuff in here. And we're actually, last place we go is my elementary school. We're going to play a completely different set for them with some goofy stuff like Kahoot and Monsters Inc. And yeah, that's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
Very cool. Like what other high schools did you go to earlier this week? Just curious.
We only went to Colgan.
Colgan
Yeah,
today.
that was
Okay.
our first high school.
Yeah.
kind of have to, unfortunately.
Yeah.
This next movement is Cordoba, which is a city in Spain, where he went around busking with his pals, just figuring out what they wanted to do, and just had a good time making this music. And he lost his heart in Cordoba. Didn't get it back, apparently, but it's gone.
He didn't die.
He did not die. He didn't die.
He really
Say,
loved
there's a couple of different ways you can take that.
Yeah.
Dom, quick question. Was there a multiphonic spot in the
Fun thing. No, it's just altissimo, but instead, I added an altissimo multiphonic in
Okay.
because it's fun. So
I was gonna say.
that's not in the ink,
Okay.
but
Got it.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I heard that and I was like, wait a second, is there gonna be more of that? But then that was the only moment, like, I was just curious.
That's the only one you get.
Alright, that's fine.
Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it for all it was worth.
And that's the concert. The next one is Sarajevo. This was written in whenever he was in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Vina, I got a thing on my tooth, I can't do that. V's. This one was dedicated to the capital because they were going through a civil war, and it was at the end of it. And then he was asked to write this piece for the Sarajevo School of Music. And the theme without this is musicians without borders.
So I know it's not traditional, like stopping between movements and stuff, but I appreciate you all giving like the background and, you know, just a little bit of information like in between the stuff. It's really cool to like, you know, kind of know what it's aiming towards and what it's going. So something else, a question that somebody asked me at some point here, how often do you all rehearse and for how long? Like what's, if you have a normal week that's, you know, uninhibited by a day off or by a holiday or by any like performance or concert or whatever, a normal week, like what's your normal rehearsal schedule look like?
We
On
try.
like a good week, we get together 3 times.
I'd say on average 2.
Yeah, and it's typically
Usually
like,
an hour, sometimes
or two.
if it's,
Yeah.
or 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Or-
we have
or
3 or
3.
4 hour
yeah.
rehearsals, but then
Yeah.
we just
It,
kind of die after
it
that.
varies greatly because of all the different things we're involved in.
Yeah.
So
This
Yeah,
last week, we've gotten about 10 in the last
Yeah.
like 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
I just did a 4-hour rehearsal a couple of weeks ago, so I know that by the end of it, it's like, just get me through this.
Yeah.
oh, not with these dudes.
Yeah, it's fun. We have a good time.
we have
Okay,
a good
like
time.
maybe like a fifth of that time is just goofing off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's gotta be.
There has to
That sounds.
Maybe a quarter of them.
That sounds about like what we did with quartets at JMU. So I was just curious.
Mm.
Cool.
Yeah, we spend a great deal of time playing pool when we can.
Yeah.
Nothing
That
wrong
has
with that.
gotten us through this tour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Cole?
Yes, so this is Colton. This is inspired by Germany. Guillermo wrote this piece in inspiration of JS Bach's Art of the Fugue. And yeah, he went to Cologne around 2007 actually. It was his first time outside of the United States, or the Netherlands, sorry. So he gained tremendous inspiration from that. Hope you enjoy.
We're taking a water break.
Sorry.
Alright.
That's all right.
Okay, I guess I'll take another sip.
After that brilliant description, you have to take one.
This water break brought to you by Multiphonics, Dom's favorite. No, just kidding. I'm the one asking all the questions, by the way. If you all have
Oh
questions,
yes,
I'm sure
please,
they
Yeah.
please, anybody.
So far, they've been very receptive to me, so I'm sure they would be the same to you all.
Yeah, we'll have plenty of time for questions
Sweet.
afterwards too, if you guys
Awesome.
want to stick around.
Sounds good. Yeah. Really appreciate you all coming here. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Before I ask another question, you all, if any of you all are dying to ask something, you do it before I
I think Ciudades is probably one of the best written quartet pieces out of all of our repertoire. It's been made famous by multiple quartets, and it's a real challenge. It's great for a quartet like us that has new members. It kind of brings us together and really makes us think about different difficult musical decisions. So yeah.
And diffusion's fun. I like one and one.
One other one that I've got, what other ensembles are you all in the conservatory? I'm sure it's a variety.
So we're all in the saxophone ensemble,
Mhm.
and I'm in the concert band, and and I'm also in the marching band, which is new this year.
Yeah.
I've probably dipped around the most. I started off as a composition major actually my first 2 years, and I switched to saxophone performance last year. And since then I've been really getting back into jazz as well. So I've been in one ensemble, combos, plenty of jazz combos, big band as well. I'm probably going back to one ensemble this next year. What else?
Well, I've been in wind ensemble, saxophone ensemble, sax quartet, of course. I was with different quartet last year, and probably the biggest difference between me and the other members is I was in chamber music. I was in a chamber music group with flute and clarinet, so that was a real challenge. You would not be surprised, or well, yeah, you would probably not be surprised the amount of times I heard "shut up." So yeah, it's humbling, but it's good.
Having played tenor sax in the one symphony at JMU,
Yeah, it's a struggle to control. So.
well, and of course you always get written with like the baritones and the trombones.
Exactly,
It doesn't
yeah.
sound anything like those instruments.
Yeah.
I know the struggle.
Oh yeah.
I've been in just one ensemble. I was in a jazz combo last year, but for me it's just mostly just one ensemble. I should be back in it next semester. I haven't decided yet, but quartet is definitely the most fun. The most fun ensemble to be in.
100%.
Yeah.
I think we play the most difficult music too.
Oh yeah.
So.
Do you want to talk about these?
So our next movement is Addis Ababa. It's inspired by an Ethiopian singer named Menyushu, I think. And essentially, Lago worked with him in 2007, so he decided to dedicate this movement to him. So yeah, it's a wonderful movement, very challenging for all of us, but it's definitely our most exciting, I think. So hope you enjoy.
That's got some flair in it. Oh,
That was fun.
That's cool. Very, very cool. Other questions that you all
Can you
have?
guys play Monsters Inc., please? And Kahoot, please?
We wanna go to kindergarten.
I'll read it on my phone if I give you my iPad. You don't have your iPad either?
I have
I
one.
don't have an iPad either. But
It's fine if you can't.
we can possibly.
You can give it a shot.
Yeah,
We'll give it a shot.
yeah, let me.
Yeah.
Basically elementary school is.
Yeah.
So are we.
In that case, you want to hear Kahoot?
While you all are pulling that up, I bet there's probably at least a couple of people or a few people that are wondering what that technique was in the last one. That
The slap tongue.
Slap
Yeah,
tongue.
exactly. Yeah.
Stop talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like a,
It's like the thing you did when you were a kid when you're like,
yeah.
but much stronger
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the reed.
It's like a big puff of air, but you like release the embouchure almost simultaneously. It's really primarily a saxophone thing.
You could kind of do it on clarinet, but it doesn't sound as good.
I was gonna say, I usually have my hands full just trying to play the clarinet in the first place. So adding
You want to
slap
do
is not the thing I wanna do.
This'll be fun.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Here, you can have my iPad.
No,
Are you sure?
yeah.
You have the harder part. I don't do much.
Okay.
Airdrop it to my
Plus
iPad.
you
Jake, there's nobody else sitting back.
Huh?
Wait. I can't
No,
just.
Damon, there's like 10 people.
Well, no, you have to airdrop it because I don't have internet.
Are you using your phone for it? Sure. Lovely.
I say just do your best, you know, if it's like one line of it or something like that, that's, could be a very abbreviated version of it.
So it was arranged by some random guy on MuseScore. I wrote in the solo part in the
Yeah.
backgrounds. I improvised. I don't know the changes actually, because I amended this and added the solo section in junior year of high school, and I did not know
You were
any
like
theory
in
back
what,
then.
second grade?
I didn't know what a dominant seventh chord,
Yeah.
so.
That's really cool. The way that that's treated at the end, I love that. It's like super
Mhm.
super like inquisitively charming. It's really
That was bad enough.
You stirred it away.
yeah. So thanks for reading it on like super small.
Yeah.
Do you have time for more?
I was gonna say, who's paying for the encores here? What do you got? No, I'm
We
just
can
kidding.
play. We can.
Does anybody like Spirited Away here? Spirit, yeah.
Oh,
It's a pretty piece.
Let's go for it.
Yeah. Dom, did you need more after that?
No, you can keep
Okay.
it.
Thank you.
we opened up the Pandora's box here, didn't we?
Yes.
That's cool.
I think this was all Monday night. We were
Oh,
just
yeah.
doing stuff.
Oh yeah. Again, thank you guys for being here. And,
Yeah,
for-
thank you. Yeah, seriously.
Oh yeah, like representing yourselves and the conservatory and making connections and if there's other friends that you have, colleagues, your university professors and stuff, let them know. Like for here, anytime anybody reaches out to me like you did, I'm like, yeah, let's find a time. Let's do that. Any connection that we can make to you all and that you all can make to us is always worth it. It's always worth it. And I'll stay after school every single day to make it happen. So I love it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Appreciate you all being here.
Alright.
Dom, can you give us a pitch?
Oh, yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about tuning. When it gets worse,
I
you just
can't
gotta go
find
the
this
other way.
again. I can't
Yeah.
find
Alright.
It's two-dimensional, right?
Exactly.
Good. Don't miss accidentals.
Key signatures.
Yeah. Well, my notes are on the iPad, so I have to read off of a blank part, so hope I get everything.
Me too.
That's gotta be it.
I was gonna say, thank you guys for the
Yeah, of
encores.
course. Thank you.
It's kind of like the end of the gig when it's 15 minutes past the venue's stopping time, and the audience keeps saying, one more song. It's like, at some point it has to. Yeah. Thank you guys again for
Yeah.
being.
Of course. And any questions from anybody? Anything about like music beyond high school or quartet?
What's the best major?
Okay, if you're guaranteed on a job, you can get a job in any major pretty easily if you just advertise yourself.
And you don't even need to get a job in the field that you make it. Like there are a lot of people that graduate with one degree and then they do like accounting for some kind of other big business, but they're still really
So I mean, like the most guaranteed thing, that's actually needed right now is band director. Music. But I mean, you can make a living with performance. Don't let people tell you they can't. They'll say that for anything that's not computer science or nursing. trust.
We had a whole conversation about this in the car earlier.
We did, yeah.
I got presented to SU on Monday.
Nice.
I'm still waiting for the response.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't see it having a problem with that.
I mean, look, I'm gonna go and say, I think, jazz studies as a saxophonist is more lucrative than classical saxophone performance. But classical saxophone performance gets you a lot of other opportunities too, like military band. That's the big one. And also
And
just,
if you do jazz studies, you get to do Nathan in big band, which is would be crazy.
I mean, I took my lessons from Nathan last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, I recognized you.
Woo! Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
That's all right. There's probably been worse dropped on this floor
Oh, I'm sure.
at some point. I mean, Tim has seen what it looks like during band camp. During band camp weeks, I don't even. It's
Much
just like
bigger-
we'll
much
fix it
bigger.
after band camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt pretty good about that.
Yeah, that was, yeah. That was a good performance. But
Remember a long time ago when we were talking about like, was it tube? That's not the right word. Like
Oh.
band rooms that have like.
yeah, carpeted
rise-
floors.
No,
No.
risers.
Risers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's kind of it's a little bit more of an older traditional type approach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
this
it
school.
it makes sense for like wind ensemble, but for all other applications, it kills the room.
You can't,
Yeah.
it's hard to use the room for anything else.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. I mean, fortunately, in that way, then it's hard for other organizations that are not the band department to steal your room for other
That's
things.
true.
Not that they're gonna do that anyway, but I've heard of that in other areas, in other regions of the US, but, yeah, whenever we've done some different seating approaches before where, like, the standard band setup that we have is 4 rows.
Yeah.
And sometimes we'll take the first and second row and flip them around and put them over here, facing the center.
Okay.
Yeah, and almost like kind of I call it a circle rehearsal, but in reality, it's more like an ellipse or a oval or something. like
Yeah.
that. We've also done box rehearsals before with jazz ensemble where it's like trumpets will kind of seat themselves through here, or no, trumpets will seat themselves kind of there, trombones through here, and then saxophones here, and then rhythms where they are. So sometimes we make the square peg fit in the round hole.
How's Andrew doing?
Andrew Clear,
Yeah. No. Freshman.
Andrew Arns,
Yeah.
yeah, the Barry player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Good.
He's doing well. He's doing a good job. He's Barry in jazz ensemble. And
Yeah.
He's
Is
also
Barry in
good.
one ensemble? Is he Barry in one ensemble?
Yeah, we have our top group is symphonic band.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then concert band is the training group, we'll call it. Yeah, no, he's doing well. He's doing well, and he's receptive.
He's starting to get more concepts recently.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Are you working with him?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
doing
I've been-
lessons?
I've been
Okay,
a
so that's why
teacher
you're asking.
for about
about
a year. Yeah.
Oh, okay, very cool. I didn't realize you had been working with him that
Yeah.
long. Good. I get on him sometimes because on Barry, every once in a while he'll tend to hold over on long notes a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got a really good start for sure.
Yeah.
Really good. He's super consistent in jazz ensemble.
Good.
Good. That's
Um,
important.
Well, the thing with him is there was a senior Barry sax player. She graduated last year, and then he's just like jumped right into it. Sometimes, like with jazz ensemble, I really try to certain roles I'll try to double up one. So like one person's in training
Yeah.
while the next person, but in reality, it only works out that way about half the time. Like, you don't always have a budding bass player when your lockdown bass player is like
Yeah.
a junior or senior, right? So, but no, the saxophone section in jazz ensemble is the best I've ever had. It's not necessarily that way for all the other sections, but
Yeah.
he does a really good job of filling that part of the section out.
Good.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll get in district band next year.
Yeah,
Only
he'll
this weekend.
he'll get there. He'll get there. I mean, the first thing is just trying out.
Yeah.
There was a handful of freshmen that tried out. But typically, what I seem to hear when I try to, I don't require it, but I like heavily encourage it. And usually, what I'll hear from freshmen is, well, I'll try out next year. I just want to get a year of experience first. And then they get to their sophomore year and they're like, I don't think I'm